Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Tuesday the 25th of April. Here you can see we have our tables in front of us. We have two types of tables. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are showing us the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. Some of the currencies here are highlighted in green. That means there's a confluence between those time frames, and that's where we'll be focusing our attention in these videos. The tables auto update every 5 minutes 24/7, meaning our members can see how the markets stand right now in real time. So yesterday we actually talked about a couple of different pairs. We talked about pound Aussie, pound being the third strongest currency, Aussie being the second weakest currency on the day traders. Yesterday that was the third weakest, so you can see that it's gone up a place here. So we're going to have a quick look at that market before we head out, because price has continued to move to the upside. So just kind of refreshing back from yesterday, we were talking about looking for longs at the 1.8550 handle. Price didn't come back in the end, and we've just seen price rally into one of the areas of resistance, which was the 1.87 handle. So the 1.8550 is still something that we can look at. We just need to wait for price to pull back down into that area there. So I just wanted to highlight that before we continue on. Today I'm going to talk about Euro Aussie and Euro Kiwi. Really like those currency pairs at the moment, especially Euro Oz. So let's go and take a look at those currency pairs of interest. So we're going to start off with Euro Oz, just in here, and you can see from this weekly time frame that we're heading towards a key area of resistance now. So we've broken through multiple areas of resistance, that including the 1.62 handle, the 1.64 handle most recently. So we're heading up to the next level of resistance, which I've got marked down as the 1.68 handle. You can clearly see we're in an upward trend. We broke through a nice trend line resistance as well, but ever since we kind of found the lows here at the 1.44, price has been making those higher highs and higher lows. So I've drawn a trend line extension through there. The reason why I've done that is because from this weekly perspective, what I'm kind of anticipating happen here is a move to the 1.68, then a move potentially back down towards another area of structure, maybe the 1.62, for either continuations at that point or maybe a breakdown towards the trend line support. Okay, now from a sort of short-term perspective, we can go a lot deeper, because we're looking to target that 1.68 handle, and that's got about 230 pips to go. So if I actually go to a daily time frame, there's a sort of bullish move happening within that sort of overall move. So those were the lows that I've just discussed, the longer term trend line through there. Now on the daily time frame, I've connected these two lows in here, span the trend line outwards, and you can see that we've connected with this area through here as well most recently, where price found support in and around those previous structure highs around the 1.62 handle. So we can see here we're getting that upward trend on the daily as well. Markets making higher highs and higher lows. So if I want to be long in this market, I ask myself the question, where do I want to be long from? Is there an area where I would expect price to potentially come back to in order for me to find a position? Now, the first area I like the look of is this trend line support combined with the 1.64 handle. So if I just zoom out a little bit, what that would look like to me would be for price to either continue a little bit higher, come all the way back down, intersect this area here where we've got the 1.64, which are the previous highs as well, trend line support running through. So in and around that area, I would look to get long in the market. Now, price may not do that. We may just get sort of a consolidation and then a breakout again. So be it. I'll be watching that breakout as well, which is very similar to what happened down here at around about that 1.62 handle, 1.6250s, these kind of previous highs. So I'm just looking to see if we can continue to look for that bullish opportunity. I don't think it's there right now. We're definitely going to have to just set alerts here, or you could even look to potentially set limit orders at 164, stops below the lows there for a potential move to the upside. But essentially we need to see price pull back first in order for a position into this market. If I go lower on the 4 hour hour, again, there's not really anywhere where we can find support until it comes back down into this area of interest. So we need to be a little bit patient with this market in order to look for our trading opportunity towards the 1.68, but it's looking pretty good there for a continuation of the trend. The other pair that we like the look of is Euro Kiwi. We've talked about Euro Kiwi when it broke the 1.75, and we talked about getting long around about this 175 area. If you did, you would have had a 440 pip move up to the 1.7950. So one of the options that we talked about was this retest down in here at the 1.75. So if you did get long around this point, you would have had a really successful trade, 420 pips to the upside. We then mentioned an area within here where you could look for the break and retest. If you took that position, 200 pips to the upside. So very successful period there for Euro Kiwi. And the reason why we spoke about Euro Kiwi, like we said, was it broke through the 1.75 handle, but it featured on the tables for some time. We can see Euro Kiwi here is on the trend traders. If we just scroll all the way back to when we started talking about this, which was actually around about the sort of 12th of April. If we go all the way back through our historical tables here, you can see Wednesday the 20th of April, Euro Kiwi features here, Euro Kiwi features on the day traders table. Okay, you can't actually see it on the day before, that's why we weren't talking about it. So we wait for the confluence to come with the tables there. Okay, it's on the evening tables as well, telling us to continue to look for that long in that particular market. And you can see after the retest of the 175, prices rallied into our targets of 1.7950 for 420 pip gain. The reason why I'm bringing this market up as well is because we're at resistance. So what I would like to look for now with this market in particular is a pullback as well. Can we see maybe a move back down towards this area here where I've just marked out previous support on the lower time frame, so around about the 1.7725 handle? Could we see a potential pullback into that area for a continuation into the 1.7950? But really speaking, Euro Aussie is the one that I like the most from a higher time frame perspective. You've also got to take into the consideration the fact that we've got the Australian dollar being fairly weak at the moment, so that's why we're seeing a lot of Aussie pairs featured on the tables. We did talk about Aussie Swiss as well for a pullback, but it hasn't happened. It broke out of that consolidation. We were looking to see if it pull back into the 0.6. That hasn't happened yet. Prices just continue to trade lower, so there's nothing for us there at the moment either. So I'm focusing on Euro Oz, seeing if we can get a pullback, seeing if we can get the opportunity like many of the pairs that we are taking a look at the moment. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you took a lot from that, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next video.